Well, welcome back to the vlog. The past few weeks we've really been hammered down on shed hunting. We're now into March. If you're in the Midwest, I would say, especially whitetails, you're looking at 80% or better of the bucks have now dropped their antlers. If you're out in the western states, the mule deer are going to hang on a little bit longer yet. Typically, if you're looking for mule deer antlers, I'd kind of suggest not really starting to get serious about it until after the 20th of March. But as far as the whitetails go, if you're in the Midwest, it's time to blow into the properties, go into the areas that we've kind of been telling you to steer clear of for the past few weeks, because the last few weeks it's been a very vulnerable time. The deer are starting to lose their antlers, and over the last 2 to 3, a lot of them have dropped their antlers. So today I kind of want to talk about going into a farm when all the bucks or the majority of the bucks have dropped, how to approach that, and where I start on a farm. So really now, with the bucks being for the most part dropped, you really want to comb the farm good. You want to look anywhere and everywhere. Even if it's an area that wasn't a high travel area, you still want to check it, because there's a pretty good chance that deer at one point or another cross through those areas, which means there's a chance that there might be antlers there. Start in the food sources, hit in and around the food sources, any grass terraces, waterways, cedar trees that might be on the outskirts of a feeding area. Check those areas. You want to check any kind of like fence crossings, walk the fence crossings, anywhere where they're crossing creek banks or deep ditches, kind of skirt those ditches, and anywhere that a deer can hit its feet hard and jar those antlers loose. So fence crossings and ditches especially. Obviously you're working the travel areas from food to bed, but really this time of year the snow should be off for the most part. If it ain't, if you're up northern, Wisconsin, North Dakota, Minnesota, Michigan, you might still be hanging on to snow. But when that snow comes off, you want to hit the areas that were holding snow longer, say the north-facing slopes or some of the western-facing hillsides that held the snow a little bit longer. Now's when you want to go into those areas right after the snow came off. All the leaves are going to be matted down, the grassy areas are going to be matted down. This is really your best chance to find the antlers, is right after that snow comes off. Everything's laid down and you got that short time window between snow melt and when everything starts to green up. And when it starts to green up, it's going to make it harder to find the antlers. So the time is right now. As soon as that snow comes off, get out, comb your properties, even areas that you wouldn't consider to be high priority travel areas for the deer. It's time to get through the entire property, comb the entire property, and really look everything over. If you can, try to get out on a cloudy day. Cloud versus sun. A sun casts a lot of shadows in the woods, makes it extremely difficult to spot antlers. So if you can, try to find a cloudy day, get out, comb your property. As always, we appreciate you guys following along on the channel. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up, comment down below if there's any topics that we haven't covered yet that you you're interested in learning more about. Drop it in the comments. We'll see if we can touch on those topics. And thanks for following along on the vlog.